So we heard about the mix, and now I've asked you to just describe one remarkable deal that you had in your early years.
All right. I'm going to talk about one deal that I did, probably the first one I did, shortly after I got into the business. I stepped in by taking on a mortgage that I'd leveraged 100% on all of my borrowed money. And in any event, this deal hit the floor from a broker in town, and it was a deal in Monterey Park. It was a $40,000 second mortgage. The guy needed the money fairly quick, and at the time I was borrowing money at 9% on my line of credit with the Scotia Bank.
9%.
Yeah, 9%. And this deal came in and I looked at it. It was a fairly new home. The guy was a builder. He and his brother were from Saskatoon. They had split up their business. There was some dynamics between them that wasn't working. In any event, I ended up with a fellow by the name. Names can be edited out if need be, but it showed me his house. I walked through and I thought, hey, this is a good asset. I could lend on this up to 75% of the value. His location wasn't the best. It was a higher end home in Calgary at the time, in an east side district, which was odd. Monterey Park was higher end for Calgary, but it was on the east side. Anyway, I lent $40,000, and it was at a rate of 21%, and I thought, well, this is good. I'm going to make 12% on leveraged money. And the next day after I funded it, I picked up the newspaper, and in the bottom right-hand corner of the Calgary Herald in the business section was a headline indicating Calgary businessman jailed 5 years. Was jailed and sent to Bowden Penitentiary in Alberta for defrauding investors and whatnot in Saskatchewan, a trust company that he had created with his brother. And I pretty much crapped myself that day. I thought I just borrowed 40 grand and invested into a house in East Calgary, and the guy's been sent to jail the day after I fund the deal. In any event, he phones me 5 days later from the penitentiary and tells me not to worry, that all the payments will be made. He never missed a payment. His wife delivered checks on a pretty regular basis. He was never late. I'm sure he served his time. I never heard from him since. He got out after 2 years, and I was paid out of that mortgage. And I realized when I invested in that mortgage, I'd borrowed at 9%, I'd made 12% return, and I paid for my groceries every month thereafter by leveraging money like that. And I thought, wow, this is a good way to live.